Okay, so it's gonna take me some time to be looking in this video, seeing this style and stuff, especially the flattened top. I don't like the flattened top. I mean, and y'all gotta excuse me. I want it to be raised up to about that much. A lot has changed with my locks because at one time it'd be nice to have them up really high, give us some volume. But at one time, when I first had the trouble with them straightening, that was back in October. So what I did, I incorporated, this is actually two locks, and I think I talked about it once before. I put two locks into one so that they can be thick enough, and I don't have to worry about taking a chance of them breaking because of the straightening. Women around here putting relaxers in their hair. And in all honesty, if you just just oil your hair down with a good oil, saturated, and flat iron, then you can have straight hair. You don't need these relaxers and boxes and relaxers in these little containers and putting that hydroxide in your hair. All you need is saturate your hair with some oil and flat iron it. Your natural hair. You don't need a relaxer in your head. They are very toxic to you, and they prevent your different transmissions that connect you with nature, connect you with anything cosmic, anything astral. It disconnects that. It really does. Since I allowed myself to, detox from the creamy crack, as they say, that's when my third eye just honestly opened, where I could actually see into the invisible world. When I was, intoxicated with that creamy crack stuff, and no, it's not crack cocaine for you all who don't understand. Creamy crack is sodium hydroxide. It's a cream relaxer that African American women, some Puerto Rican women, some Dominican women, women of color with the kinky hair will put on the hair to actually relax the curls, because the curls are just, like, depending on your curl pattern. But what that hydroxide does, sodium hydroxide does, it actually put it in a relaxed state, which actually makes it straight. But with that comes so many poisonous chemicals that, that's so close to your brain, that it can actually, calcify the pineal gland and do some damage to the third eye. You don't want that in your head. So let's put the hair relaxing companies out of business. Women of color, women who are relaxing their hair. You are far more powerful than you think you are. And this is just not to women of color when it comes to the to the hair thing. I mean, it just comes to, all of you all citizens, American citizens. I mean, no matter where you are, you have corporations, just eating a chunk of everything, around you and in your pocket and all over the place or whatever. You begin to think that they have far more power than you. It's you, the people, that have the power. And you can truly express yourself and become verbal and vocal by, choosing to boycott industries that do not have your health and best interest in mind. You got that type of power. You can do that. So let's put a lot of these places that are poisoning people, with these toxic chemicals and stuff like that. So let's put them out of business. Now I'm saying all of that, and I'm sitting here with a laptop in my face, and Wi-Fi waves are bombarding all of my cells. Hey guys, y'all should have, been out to Facebook about 4 or 5 days ago. I got a chance to get some live footage. I went to the cloud machine, and I actually got some wonderful pictures of the clouds coming out of these massive pipes. Especially one of those pipes shaped like this right here, like an hourglass or something like that. You know, come to find out it was a nuclear plant that I had went to. It was a huge pipe just pumping out mass clouds, like mothership clouds. And I was like, and it was cloudy that day and it was raining. I was like, oh my God, this is where we get our weather from. And it was Alabama Power's nuclear plant. And if you want to see it, go to Facebook. And a guy comes up, security comes up. He's like, "I hope you're not taking pictures." And I told him I wasn't, and I wasn't taking pictures. And I did tell him the truth, but I was actually doing video footage. So he didn't ask, was I doing video footage? So I didn't lie. It's posted on Facebook if you'd like to go there and just see all of those clouds. Now I know where those clouds come from. They come from the nuclear plant. So these plants are pumping out radioactive precipitation. And so we're actually breathing it, drinking it, because it gotta fall. And it falls on our water supply and we actually drink it. So this is where your cancers are coming from, your tumors, even your abnormal births and stuff like that, birth defects and stuff. It's coming from what you're drinking. And back there on that backside, I mean, it's West Jefferson, Alabama. Beautiful. And they have destroyed the land, just nothing but wooded areas because no one could really actually live there. I did see a few houses there, but as we went further down, we decided to, not to turn around, but to go further up the road because I had a feeling that, the cops would be waiting on me. So I just went on up the street and everything. And God, it was another hour to get back home because that road that I took actually had no human life on it. None. So I'm just worried. I'm like, oh my God, I hope I hadn't, got exposed to any type of radiation or anything like that. But so I took the back road and it was nothing but beautiful trees and forest. And bam, looked over to the left hand side and realized that it was a huge, humongous cliff. So God forbid if you lose control of your car, because I mean the drop looked like it was about 5,000 feet down. A big, huge, gaping hole in the earth. What they were doing, what they do is dynamite the core of whatever that is, the ground. I can't say the core, but the ground. They'll dynamite it so that they can get coal. We're really rich in coal and ore and iron here in Birmingham. So, and it was just, oh my God, it looked like the Grand Canyon. Mountains the size of about 1,000-foot story buildings, just stacked up with coal. Oh my God. I've never seen anything like that in my life. That coal was beautiful, guys, and that gaping hole really humbled me. And y'all know me, I love to look at things that are humbling, and I wanted to just get out, but the road was so narrow, and there were no cars, no trucks, no nothing, no vehicles on that road. It was just me on that road. And I was like, oh my God, I hope, where is everybody? For the love of God. Is this a radioactive area? Where is everyone? And so, oh my God, I'm just praying. And so it was so spooky but beautiful at the same time and humbling to see all that beautiful wildlife and right there by that nuclear plant. I'm just telling all Alabama Power's business. But I mean, if they don't want anybody there, it should be blocked off. It shouldn't be a street where you can drive there. But as I was looking down there at Alabama Power's nuclear plant, there was water. There were huge bodies of water, and the water was this neon green like antifreeze, and that was frightening to me because I'm like, that's just too close to our water supply. I would not be drinking any water from here. I won't be drinking any water from the faucets. But we take a bath in that water. And I'm like, it's just too close to the village creek, and that's our treatment plant that actually takes the waste to cleanse the water and send it back to us. They're just too close. And that water was green, y'all. It was just this, not no creek green, but neon green. It was definitely what they call it when it's radioactive. It was fired up. I think if you put your arm in there, your hands in there, it would just literally melt. Your skin would fall off. So that nuclear reactor was definitely humbling. Just think about the core of the reactor in there. And I don't know, sometimes I like to walk the edge and the excitement of the fear of, what if this nuclear reactor goes off and sometimes I frighten myself sometimes the chances that I would take. Because if I could, I would get close to that water just to get a better look at it, but you couldn't get to it. So I go down, and there was like a train, and the train was actually bringing the coal from down the street. And I'm just hoping I wasn't supposed to have hazmat suits and stuff on. Gosh. Anyways, I know it should be safe for the public, or they wouldn't have open roads. But nobody that dare travel down that road. So we'll know. I'm waiting 30 days. I'm gonna be okay, but so what they do, the trains go down the street, pick up so much coal, and after it picks up so much coal, it brings it back to the nuclear reactors, no, to the nuclear plant, and they fire up the nuclear plant with the coal. So coal is very important for us. Without the coal, then we won't have electricity. So I didn't realize how important coal was. And they had mounds and mounds and mounds and mounds of it. And what they do, they blast the earth at the bottom. So that explains all of the explosions that we hear here. That explains that. I'm about a good 45 minutes from a nuclear plant. No one knows about that nuclear plant around here. If they do, they don't talk about it. I have searched the web to look at I wanted to see it because I'm fascinated with nuclear plants, and I couldn't find anything. So I get further down the street because it's a 30-minute road, honestly. About 30 to 45-minute road on the backside of that nuclear plant with no life. When I said no life, no human life, man, I did see a lot of vegetation, and it was beautiful. It still looked like fall back there. Whereas here, it's springtime. Look at here. We got the leaves coming. The flowers are coming on the fruit trees and stuff. These trees actually looked like they were in a dormant state. And some of them actually still had the orange and yellow leaves like it was fall. Um, so I get further down the road, and lo and behold, it's a ghost town. There's a plant, a huge plant, a manufactured plant that looked like it had been closed down in the early 1900s or something. Sort of reminds me of Sloss Furnace, but this huge pipe comes across the street over our heads over into the plant, which rests on the right side down below the bridge. And it has a huge body of water around it, and it's yellow clumpy stuff sitting on it. Yellow water with yellow clumpies. I'm like, who are these mad scientists destroying this beautiful natural scape that Mother Earth has given to us, this sacred place? Who are these evil people? Oh my God. I am a hunter gatherer. A gatherer. I'm a nomad. I'm a natural person, and you know, I wouldn't harm a tree, even though I'm living in a house that's made from trees, and it's just because if I could, I'd be somewhere where my home would be made out of the earth, and I do have a guitar here that's made of wood, but if I could, I'd make my guitar from recycled cans. This is awful, my God, what they are doing to our home, our spaceship that's moving in space and time from one galaxy to the other. Because I'm on another subject now. I'm through with that now. But gosh, it was just so ugly what they were doing to the land. But this huge, wonderful spaceship that we live on that is taking us through so many different time warps and so many. Is it a time warp? Is it so many different black holes and different places we're going? No, we don't sit in one place. No, we don't go around in circle. We travel. We're traveling with the sun. We're not going around the sun. We're traveling with the sun through the solar system, through the galaxy, through the universe, through the omniverse, through the multiverse. We are moving in time. And I mean, it's so evident just here that that's what's going on, But if we were going around in circles, we would be almost at a point where nothing is changing. There would be no evolution here. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, oh, we have a beautiful home and we're not taking care of it. No one wants to take care of it because of the greed of the resources, the fight over resources, the race over the races, to compete, to have everything, to own everything is destroying everything. You know what I'm saying? And once the earth die, guess what? We physically die. Then what do we do? Who knows? This is our place that we come back to, or who knows? We may go to another spaceship. I call planets spaceships. I don't think they're just planets. They're homes. They have life on them. They take us to different places and stuff. You know, and I sat down and thought about it for a long time. And I was supposed to be talking about something else, but I've gotten on this subject, so let me finish it. If we're traveling in time, if we're traveling to different places, it also speaks for the fact that we have star seeds, new star seeds here that are coming to our wombs, and the children that are being birthed are so much more advanced because it's where we are in outer space at this particular time. We're picking up new energies, more evolved energies as we go further out into the universe. I tell people all the time, we're no longer in the Milky Way. These are just scientist terms. We're in a whole new galaxy, guys. Look at your babies. Your babies are so intelligent. Those are the masters. Those are the masters right there. I mean, you got a 3-year-old baby that can almost work a iPhone. And 4 and 5-year-olds know how to log in on a computer and everything. It's because it's where we are in space and time at this point. So as we go further, expect even more intelligent energies to enter into the earth and into the wombs. And that completes this video. And I'm hoping that all of my newbies are still with me. And don't you leave me, okay? And all of my gurus and all of my seasoned witches are still here with mama at this particular time, okay? So y'all, if you really want to get closer to me, then you definitely need to go to Facebook, okay? Bye-bye.